Hi, this is Zane, and for my English project, I'll be making scotcheroos. The ingredients to scotcheroos is you will need a cup of sugar, a cup of corn syrup, a cup of peanut butter, and 6 cups of Rice Krispie cereal, and this is all for the bars part. And then for the actual frosting, you'll need a cup of semi-sweet chocolate chips and butterscotch chocolate chips. Step is you're going to need a cup of sugar. You're going to want to measure that out. And then you're going to dump that into a saucepan. And then you'll need a cup of corn syrup. And you're going to dump that in with the sugar. Right on a cup. You're going to dump that in with the sugar. And then you're going to need to turn on the burner to medium. Stir this until you've got it all in a liquid form. And then once it kind of starts lightly boiling, you'll take it off. While that's while I'm waiting for that to get there, I'm going to measure out a cup of peanut butter, because once you take that off, you have to mix it all together. Water or mixture is boiling. You're going to take it off, put it on a pad, and then you're going to dump peanut butter in. By the way, you're supposed to measure out a cup of peanut butter. So, FYI. Mixture starts to get kind of thick like this, and then you know it's time to, you can kind of just let it settle for a while. Mixture, like the peanut butter, is all kind of settled. I am going to measure 6 cups of this. Okay, now that you've got 6 Rice Krispie, delete that. At 6 cups measured from your Rice Krispies, you're going to grab the peanut butter, corn syrup, and sugar mixture, and you're going to kind of dump it into the Rice Krispies. You're going to stir until all of your Rice Krispies are covered by the mixture. Once you don't see any Rice Krispies that aren't covered, delete it. When you don't really see any more dry Rice Krispies, that's when you know that your mixture has been stirred well enough. Step is you want to dump the mixture into a cake pan. And just kind of get it all out and mix it around and fill in all the space in there. Tip for spacing all this mixture out is to use wax paper, because it will not stick to the wax paper, and it's just a little easier to use than a spoon. For the next step, you want to make the frosting. Now, the recipe calls for 1 cup, but since I like my frosting really thick, I usually double that. So, I don't know, just go ahead and you're gonna, so I've got 2 cups of the semi-sweet chocolate chips measured out. And then you're going to do the same thing for the butterscotch chips. And rather than using a regular pan, we're using a double boiler, and all that is like, it's a pan that sits within a pan and it's got water on the bottom. Okay, now that you've got your 2 cups of butterscotch chips, you're going to dump that in, and you're going to wait for it to kind of melt. And the chocolate chips dumped into the double boiler, Just kind of stir it around and wait for it to become one liquid. One liquidy substance, you know it's done. So now we're gonna dump it on top of the scotch. I'd recommend using a metal spoon to get it out, but then I'd use a spatula to kind of evenly distribute it. Evenly distribute the chocolate on the bars, and then you're going to let it cool until firm, and then you can cut into the bars and serve it and enjoy it. That's how you make scotch roos.